Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Unabashedly Uneducated Moronic Ramblings, where I ramble moronically on a topic of which I am unabashedly uneducated. Outbreak, released in 1995, was directed by Wolfgang Peterson and stars Dustin Hoffman as Sam Daniels, a U.S. Army colonel who works for the United States Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases, or USAMRID, where he discovers a new Ebola-like virus in the Republic of Zaire, now known as the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and soon finds himself fighting the virus on American soil. Just like big-budget action films, you have to set your expectations accordingly when going into a movie like this. Know that they're going to throw a lot of sciencey jargon at you, but very little real science will be presented. At least very little will be presented accurately. On a side note, I've always wondered why movies like this don't get slapped into the sci-fi genre. Anyway, they'll also mess with timelines, lots of traveling great distances unrealistically fast, and there will be plenty of highly improbable situations that are only there to keep the tension levels high. So long as you're okay with that, this type of movie can be highly enjoyable. And for me, Outbreak is highly enjoyable. Everything I mentioned before is present, so expect that, but it never detracts from the story being told. The dialogue is quick and witty, and while there is a lot of information that is being transferred to the audience, it's all done logically within dialogue, and I never felt like I was being narrated at. The cast is packed with A-list actors from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and everyone is on point. Outbreak centers around Dustin Hoffman as Colonel Sam Daniels and his team from the aforementioned USAMRID. Lieutenant Colonel Casey Schuler, played by Kevin Spacey, and Major Salt, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., as they attempt to find a way to stop the virus. Working alongside Colonel Daniels is his ex-wife and Center for Disease Control scientist Dr. Robbie Koff, played by Rene Russo. Also part of USAMRID, we have Morgan Freeman as Brigadier General Billy Ford and Donald Sutherland as Major General Donald McClintock. We even get Can't Buy Me Love's Patrick Dempsey as Jimbo Scott. This would be during a pretty dry spell in his career, but he did a great job all the same. Outbreak is fairly predictable, and the directing is pretty straightforward, but the writing, at least regarding to the characters, is really good, and though some of it is pretty contrived, Outbreak manages to keep the tension up even when things slow down. I'm giving it a 3.5. It's one of those movies that I don't mind watching repeatedly, even though it's not one I would seek out. But hey, that's just my opinion. Thanks for sitting through my ramblings, and I'll see you again soon.